Hi everybody, I'm Will, and this is Will the Artist. Today we're breaking down a song called Scorpios. It's a song I wrote for my fiance. That's the name of it right now, at least. I don't TBD on name changes, all that good stuff. But yeah, I wanted to show you, continue this idea I had of just breaking down how I produce music, how I make my music, and how I start, because coming into this whole thing of wanting to be an artist and make music, it was a lot of trial and error. And I think if I can kind of shorten that for somebody and give them the what I do to start a track, where I go with what I'm now calling demos. I didn't really used to think of it this way, but now that I'm putting a name to it, it makes it more comfortable for me. Yeah, I'm making the demo for my track, and there's some really important essential things that go into making a demo. So I wanted to show you the demo for this track and just kind of walk you through the process on how I did it. So we're going to start, as I do, with the drums. So I have my RD8, which is a drum designer. It's a drum machine. It's a great tool, and you can design, and it really allows me, a non-drummer, to design the drum beat that goes with my song. And I think that's an essential thing. I mean, you don't want to write a song and have a certain idea to it, and then all of a sudden, like, you gotta figure out how to, like, fit your guitar part that you really like into a drum before, just a basic rock drum beat, like on 2 and 4. You don't want to switch up your whole thing. You want to make sure that your vision is achievable. So that's kind of what I did here. This was more of like it's a very like reggae feel. It's not like literally like on the up chunk, but it's like it's a vibe, and it wants to feel beachy, but it wants to feel beachy in my way. So and the RD8 also does something cool. I grew up listening to hip hop, like 90s hip hop and stuff, and this is a recreation. Roland's Behringer's idea of what an 808 is. So those are really like, you can, 808's so classic. You've heard, I mean, Dance With Somebody's a classic 808's like drum beat song. You've heard them endlessly. So especially if you were born in the 80s or in the 90s, or just live in everyday life, you've probably heard an 808 drum machine being played. So that's kind of where right now I get a lot of my rhythmic ideas. So let's start here. So here's the drum part I have for this. Take the reverb off of that, sorry. Actually, yeah, it's like vocal reverb I have on it. It's this GW voice plugin. It's actually pretty nice. I love this plugin. GW voice centric. Sounds better on a vocal, obviously, but I threw it in there because I had it bust. Okay, so that's my drum beat. Then this was written on guitar, so I threw in the guitar part. The main thing I did, what I wanted to make sure I did for this, was have the drums make me want to like dance and move, and boom, check, 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 boom, boom, check, check. That's what I had. Check, a check, boom, boom, check. So like I just kind of morphed the drum beat around that, and that could change, but right now this is kind of what I came up with for it. Little syncopated bass part, like a kick drum. And it took me a little bit to come up with that, right? And that's a key to writing, is just messing around until you find something that feels good. And I was like, I really like that. Boom, 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 boom. And that's the whole point of the demo. Maybe like somebody will hear that and they'll be like, oh, that could work with this, and I'll try that. Or he's just a better player, so he plays it differently, or a worse player, so they play it worse. Like, there's so many elements that go into this. But my point is that I've gotten down the feel that I want for the bass. It doesn't need to be exact, but that's the feel I want. And that's important to do with a demo, because At the end of the day, it's what it feels like. So it's kind of like my phrase for everything. What does it feel like? Does it feel good? Does it feel good? Then yes, it's like we're chasing this high all the time as producers. You want that rush or that hair standing on end or goosebumps or whatever the hell happens to you physically. You're looking for that. For me, it actually tends to be like I move. I go like I kind of like I react to it like visually, and that makes sense for me. I mean, I do like get like goosebumps or get like chills or something like that, like something's very emotional, but I usually get the need to want to move. And if I find myself bobbing my head without even trying, then I know I'm doing something right. So let's listen back to this whole track. So this is gonna be the whole thing. I'll start it back. I'll start it like on the chorus. So this is the song I wrote. And here's the demo.
She's gone fishing, she gone fishing.
You can hear that reverb out of it.
Oh, why do I feel so free?
Being pumped in that space, but
'Cause she's gone fishing, she gone fishing.
without
I'm so happy 'cause she
With it.
caught me.
it's just a clean, nice little reverb.
The fish's had not the last move. 'Cause I'm free, I'm me. I'm not 23, not anymore. They never look at me. When I lie next to you,
Also have this Butch Vig vocal guy on. That's pretty cool. I love this thing. It's very versatile. You got a lot going on here, and it looks crazy. It reminded me of, like, those see-through watches you get. It reminded me of that. So it looks kind of crazy, but it's not that crazy. Like, you have your input here, you have your output here, so it's kind of symmetrical in a cool way, which I kind of enjoy. You got your compressor right here, this dial. You got a de-esser, so that'll just roll off the top. You have a focus, which, like, it's kind of, I think it just hones in on a certain like frequency in the spectrum. I'm not really sure what focus does, but it does change. You can go off with it, you could go to, but it definitely seems to color things a little different. And then you got a low cut, a high cut. You got some tube saturation. You can throw in solid state saturation, and then this middle part, which is really cool. You can add like presence and air, which is something that I like to push a little bit. I can do that in 1 second. But like pushing the presence and the lows in the air, it does a lot. And then I just kind of like throwing this on. It's just a great little like almost like a preamp or something that you can use to color your vocals in a way. So let's show you like what it kind of sounds like.
can't make the first move.
Now mine, this is on the
Set the
vocals.
goal,
Guitar.
and Scorpio walks in with your
I thought I would have more air on my vocals. Yeah, so there you go. This is the vocals. I was showing you this guitar before, sorry. But I just a preset vocal focus 1, but like, so you got a mid dip in here too. Let's play around here. This is what it sounds
beautiful
like.
skin and a beautiful smile. Can't help but dial it up. Oh, what he's doing, oh, what he's thinking. He knows it's her he's been missing. But she's gone fishing, she gone fishing. Oh, why do I feel so free? 'Cause she's gone fishing, she gone fishing. I'm so happy 'cause she caught me.
I kind of like that tube is cool. Sounds good.
The fish's had not the last move. 'Cause I'm free, I'm me.
I like the dirty sound for this. Like that dirt sounds good. And I always like, I look at that and it reminds me, the visual kind of does what it looks like, and if that makes sense. So I really like those little like just for a touch of something. Just a nice way to touch up the vocals and kind of put some color on them. And it helps to do this even in demos because it can put it in a space for later on that can really help you. So yeah, that's what I have right now. I'm calling this a demo because I feel like if I have like the whole frequency spectrum kind of taken up on some levels, so like I got the bottom with the bass, I got the mids with my guitar, I got a little bit of mid with the vocal, guitar hits a lot of those highs, and then the drums kind of take a lot of the frequency spectrum in general, but it's like I have my little 4-piece band there, right? Maybe I'll throw in keys or something like that, but I'm kind of calling this a demo because I feel like I have my idea down on paper and it's like a sketch. So yeah, this is the demo part. I'm gonna move on to like arranging it, to doing more writing with harmonies and figuring out where the hits go and figuring out if I want a bridge or not, because this song's only 2 verses, and it has 2 verses, 2 choruses right now, which is pretty short. It comes in at like 2 minutes 10 seconds, so maybe I want to add some bit of like a bridge in the middle, or maybe write a 3rd verse, or add an intro, or an outro. Whatever I'm feeling in the moment is good for me to try, and if I don't like it, then don't feel bad about scrapping it either. So yeah, I think this is a good start. I will definitely document the rest of me going through writing this and producing this track. So I appreciate if you got this far. My name is Will. This has been Will the Artist, and yeah, do all that good stuff down below that you know how to do if you like it, like subscribe and like, and feel free to hit me up, comment. I will definitely reach back out if I get any comments. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching.